What's up, B2? Capital G here. Got a nice Cosmo duel for you guys to check out. It feels like it's been a while since I've had a duel featuring Cosmos on this channel. So anytime I get a good Cosmo action-packed duel, definitely like to feature it. And this one definitely had a lot of good back and forth. We got everybody's favorite deck, Blue Eyes. Well, it's everybody's favorite deck when it comes to submitting duels to me. Seems like every other duel has Blue Eyes or freaking Black Wings in it. But, you know, those are some of the most popular decks of all time. So I definitely understand it. Let's put Cosmo at the bottom. All right, so Blue Eyes is up first. He opens up pretty decent. Link Karibo into Glow Bulb into Needle Fiber. Blue Eyes love when they get Needle Fiber on board. Summon Sorceress, and then he can, I believe he's going to summon Spirit Dragon. Now, look, I honestly feel like sometimes, and he gets a Blue Eyes off of his Spirit Dragon being targeted by Summon Sorceress. This is a pretty decent opening, in my opinion. Sometimes I feel like Blue Eyes players, they fall into this freaking trap, though, where they immediately go for Azure Eyes off of the Spirit Dragon, and it's like, dude, you gotta look at the matchup, man. You gotta look at the effect of negating a card in your, negating an effect in the graveyard of Spirit Dragon. This is a really good effect, especially if you're playing against like Goki. Being able to stop one of their searches is kind of like invaluable. So his opponent is trying to fix his hand, gets another copy. Oh man, my guy has 3 copies of Cosmo Town. That's a pretty OP hand. I'm loving it. 3 copies. And the Cosmo player wasn't able to really do anything. And this is kind of what I mean, where he trades his Spirit Dragon in for an Azure Eyes. It's okay, I guess, because he can summon his White Dragon or his Spirit Dragon from the graveyard. He's trying to get the back row. I get that, I guess, but unfortunately he falls into a Cosmojo. Slip Rider is able to pop it. Now the thing is, well, I guess maybe Cosmojo doesn't target, so I guess maybe there was no way to play around it anyways. Because I'm just thinking about how Spirit Dragon would have been able to negate the Dog Fighter, but I'm pretty sure he would have targeted the Spirit Dragon. Well, it doesn't target, but he would have went after it. Let's just say that. So maybe I'm being too hard on the Blue Eyes player. Maybe there was no escaping that. He doubles down with a second copy of the Dragon Spirit of White. He's going to pop, but now at this point, I feel like he doesn't have a good way of answering these boards because he's going to summon Wicked Witch, and dude, all of this offense is going to be completely stifled by one little Wicked Witch. Even as he gets a Cloud Castle on board, he's gonna reborn his Spirit Dragon, but he just can't get over that. Now I think that this was a mistake going into the True King of all Calamities for the second time. Like, come on, man, just keep your Spirit Dragon on board. But whatever, I mean, he just don't like Spirit Dragon, I guess. He is going to activate True King of all Calamities. That's just going to get him the chain Wicked Witch, so you really don't get anything out of True King of all Calamities. I have to say, the amount of duels that I've seen people lose when they summon this card is actually quite alarming. I used to see people do that a lot when True Kings were really popular before the Earth one got banned, and it seems like every time people summon True King of all Calamities, they ended up losing the duel anyways, because you only get negation for 2 turns, but he still has a powerful board. The problem is, with all of those copies of Cosmo Town, he can fix his hand and potentially draw a board wipe, and he even gets a Morphage Goliath on top of that. This is a powerful ass dragon board. You know what he really needed? He needed a copy of Return of the Dragon Lords in his graveyard. If he has that, then I think he 100% like wins the duel. He's gonna try and fix his hand here. He activates True King of all Calamities. Actually, he's going to add, then he's going to fix his hand, and he's going to MST his Cosmo Town to get Cosmojo, and then he's going to fix his hand for a second time after adding, and wouldn't you know, he gets Dark Hole. Rest in fucking pepperonis, man. I feel like you gotta have some type of spell and trap negation, because now you basically don't have any, like, you have no board presence. He's going to get Alternative Dragon, but he did get that copy of Cosmojo off of the Cosmo Town being destroyed. Slip Rider is going to pop his back row, and you can essentially say now the duel is over. When you have a board of like 6 monsters, or I think he had 5 monsters, and all of them get nuked by a single card, you probably shouldn't win that duel. He activates Farm Girl. He's going to summon, no, I think he's going to summon Wicked Witch. I thought he was going to summon Dart Destroyer, but it doesn't really matter. It's an OTK, and that is the end of the duel. Maximize your plays. Did he maximize his plays? See, I'm actually thinking about that now. I'm thinking about him summoning the Spirit Dragons. I definitely don't think he should have went for True King of all Calamities. I don't think that card, honestly, like, unless you're summoning it off True Kings, I feel like it never really works. Like, I feel like it just backfires all the time. I think I would have just kept one of the Spirit Dragons. The second time, he definitely, in my opinion, should have kept it on board just to have that graveyard negation, which he never actually used. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. Maybe he did maximize his play, and it was just unfortunate that he was able to get to Dark Hole after adding 2 Cosmo monsters from Banish and then fixing his hand twice. Eventually, he got the Dark Hole, and that was basically a wrap. Dark Hole, obviously strong in Cosmo because you can blow up your ships and have them float. It might actually be even better than Raigeki in the deck, ironically. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that short duel. Let me know if you guys think that he misplayed there by getting rid of his Spirit Dragon so quickly. Leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.